Welcome to Dream Trophy. Dream Trophy, a legacy you can hold. The largest visual archive of stamps, coins, and currencies in world history. You will not miss a single stamp, coin, or currency from any issuing authority on Earth. We are currently developing a comprehensive visual archive of over 10,000 meticulously curated videos documenting the full breadth of stamp, coin, and currency issuance from every nation on Earth. This global project is unlike anything ever created, and your support makes it possible. So please don't forget to subscribe, like, share, and click the bell icon to stay updated as we release new videos from the world's most complete monetary archive. With over 53 years of global philatelic and numismatic experience, Dream Trophy is more than a collection. It's a lifelong mission. This archive is the result of decades spent traveling across continents, appraising rare artifacts, and preserving the most fragile and powerful tokens of human civilization, our monetary legacy. Through stamps, coins, and currency notes, we don't just document value. We uncover the hidden stories of nations, empires, revolutions, and identities. This channel is the result of that journey. What you'll find on Dream Trophy. Each video goes beyond showing. It teaches, documents, and preserves. You'll see 8K Ultra HD close-ups of rare and historical items, professional appraisal insights including value, rarity, and condition, contextual history rooted in decades of academic research and hands-on collecting, hard-to-find issues including overprints, watermark errors, misprints, and transitional fiscal postal hybrids, rare authorities, many of which are no longer listed in modern catalogs or databases, cross-cultural storytelling linking monetary items to their political, social, and economic eras. Every video is both a visual experience and a learning tool, blending collector-grade detail with historian-level storytelling. Why this archive matters. Most stamp and coin videos online show only a surface-level glimpse, a casual collector's view. Dream Trophy is different. This is a museum-grade 8K Ultra High-Definition archive, created by a seasoned professional who has personally handled, appraised, and cataloged hundreds of thousands of monetary artifacts across 298 countries and over 11,000 territories, many of which no longer exist today. For the first time ever, many of these items, long lost to catalog history or destroyed through time, are being brought back into the public eye. Through crystal-clear visuals, detailed analysis, and expert insight. If you enjoyed content like this and would like to support our work, consider making a donation via the link in the description. Every contribution truly helps us grow and create more videos for you. To stay up to date with new content, don't forget to subscribe, like, share, and click the bell icon to get notified as soon as we upload. Follow us on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, Pinterest, and Etsy for even more 8K content on stamps, coins, and currency, rare finds, historical insights, and collector tips. As a special thank you, all subscribers who turn on notifications and make a purchase through our channel will receive 10% off by using the promo code DISCOUNT10. At Dream Trophy, we've mapped the entire history of coinage into 11 global regions, covering every issuing authority, from ancient kingdoms and empires to colonial powers and forgotten states. It's the complete story of how coins connected economies, built empires, and told the story of humanity in metal. 1A United States coins. From early colonial tokens and federal issues to territorial gold, commemoratives, and modern U.S. mint releases, including key rarities like the 1794 flowing hair dollar and the 1933 double eagle. 2A Canada coins. From pre-Confederation colonial issues to Dominion coinage, Newfoundland, and modern Royal Canadian Mint series, with commemoratives and special releases. 3A Great Britain and Commonwealth coins. From hammered pennies of the Saxon era to modern UK decimals, including crowns, shillings, farthings, proofs, and coinage across the British Empire and Commonwealth. 4A Africa. From ancient North African coins of Carthage, Numidia, and Egypt to colonial French, British, and Portuguese issues and modern national and commemorative coinage. 5 Asia. From the coinage of ancient India, Persia, and China to Islamic dynasties, Mongol empires, and Japanese koban, through to modern Asian currencies and commemorative programs. 6a Middle East. From ancient Mesopotamian and Levantine coins to Persian darics, Islamic Caliphate dinars, Ottoman lira, and the modern issues of Middle Eastern states. 7a Europe. From ancient Greek and Roman coins to medieval ducats and thalers, Renaissance gold, and modern European currencies, including euro transitions. 8a Caribbean. From Spanish colonial reals and British territories to regional tokens, early independence issues, and modern commemoratives. 9a Central America. From Spanish colonial cobs and mint issues to early republic coinage and modern Central American currency programs. 10a South America. From pre-Columbian trade tokens and Spanish colonial silver to Republican gold and silver issues across Argentina, Brazil, Chile, and Peru. 11a Australia and Oceania. From early trade tokens and convict-era issues to Pacific Island coinage and modern Australian mint releases and commemoratives. We are building the world's most comprehensive 8K archive of coins, currencies, and stamps, documenting every issuing authority across all 298 countries, from the earliest electrum of Lydia to modern commemoratives, with the same professional museum-grade precision we bring to our stamp and currency archives. No detail is too small. No country is left behind. No story goes untold. DreamTrophy offers an unparalleled view into the vast scale of global stamp issuance throughout history, covering defunct nations, colonial powers and their territories, provisional governments, revolutionary states, postal unions, occupation issues. In this video, presented in 8K Ultra HD, DreamTrophy brings you museum-grade close-ups of genuine Persian Sigloi, silver Siglos coins. These ancient pieces are revealed in unparalleled detail, their weight, purity, and artistry shown as never before. We trace how these silver coins sustained the Achaemenid Persian Empire, became trusted currency across 3 continents, and left a lasting influence on Greek and Roman coinage. Origins of the silver Siglos. The Persian Siglos was introduced around 500 BCE, during the reign of King Darius I, Darius the Great. Alongside the gold Daric, it formed the backbone of the world's first stable bimetallic currency system. Where the Daric symbolized wealth, reserves, and tribute, the Siglos served as the coin of daily life, carried in marketplaces, paid to soldiers, and exchanged across satrapies. Each Siglos weighed approximately 5.4 to 5.6 grams of high-grade silver, with a diameter between 14 to 16 millimeters. Unlike the perfectly round coins of later Greece and Rome, Sigloi were thick and oblong, a product of their striking process. The obverse displayed the iconic Persian archer or king, bow in one hand and spear in the other, a design loaded with meaning. It was both political and spiritual, proclaiming Persian strength, vigilance, and divine protection. The reverse bore a deep ink-use punch, marking it as official currency of the great king. Standards of trust and stability. The value system of Persia was carefully maintained. 1 gold Daric is almost equal to 20 silver Sigloi. 1 Siglos is almost equal to a day's pay for a soldier. A gold for reserves and tribute, silver for circulation and commerce. This guaranteed purity and weight set Persia apart. Unlike the earlier Lydian electrum coinage, which mixed gold and silver in inconsistent ratios, the Achaemenid Siglos was reliable, consistent, and enforceable by imperial authority. It became the trusted silver coin of the ancient world, circulating from India and Central Asia to Egypt, Anatolia, and the Aegean. The Siglos in Empire and War. Sigloi were not just money, they were tools of empire. They paid the wages of Persia's vast armies, including the elite 10,000 immortals. They financed the Persian wars against Greece, sustaining campaigns from Marathon to Plataea. They supported satraps, governors across distant provinces, enabling the vast administrative reach of Persia. They entered temples as offerings, becoming both economic and religious instruments. Greek writers noticed their power. The Greek world, suspicious of Persian wealth, nicknamed Persian coinage the archer that conquered without a bowstring, an acknowledgement that Persian silver and gold financed wars and diplomacy as effectively as armies. Influence on world coinage. The Siglos had a profound influence on neighboring civilizations. Its consistency inspired the Greek dram and set standards that shaped the Athenian tetradrachm. Its trustworthiness carried into Hellenistic coinage after Alexander's conquests. Its weight system echoed in the Roman denarius, continuing Persia's monetary legacy. Thus, the Siglos was not only Persian currency but also a blueprint for Western money systems that endured for centuries. Archaeology and survival. Thousands of sigloi were struck at mints such as Sardis, the former Lydian capital turned Persian center of coin production. Archaeological finds confirm their wide issue and circulation. Despite this, relatively few survive in good condition. Many were melted, worn thin through use, or hoarded and later lost. Today, sigloi are highly prized numismatic treasures. Worn examples may be obtainable for modest sums, making them a gateway for collectors. Well-preserved specimens with a clear archer motif are rare and command strong auction prices. Provenance and authentication are crucial, as imitations and counterfeits, both ancient and modern, exist. The Siglos as an economic engine. For nearly 2 centuries, the Siglos powered the Achaemenid economy. It stabilized markets across an empire stretching from Egypt to India. It allowed Persia to collect taxes in uniform currency. It integrated local economies into a single imperial system. It gave soldiers, traders, and farmers a trusted medium of exchange, freeing them from barter. This economic revolution made the Persian Empire resilient and adaptive, providing the backbone of administration and military logistics that held the empire together. Legacy of the Silver Siglos. The Siglos was more than silver. It was a political statement, an economic foundation, and a cultural artifact. Its archer design immortalized Persian power. Silver weight symbolized fairness and stability. Its circulation tied together diverse peoples under one imperial system. Centuries later, its influence still rippled through the coinage of Greece and Rome, making the Siglos not just Persian money, but a world coin of antiquity. For collectors today, holding a Siglos is holding the daily currency of empire builders, the silver that paid warriors, merchants, and kings. Each surviving coin is a tangible link to the greatest empire of the ancient Near East. The world before coins. Before coins, trade was slow, uncertain, and often unreliable. Merchants weighed out silver and gold in every transaction. Farmers traded barley or livestock. In some regions, even shells were considered currency. Every deal depended on trust, and that trust rarely traveled beyond local borders. But in the 7th century BCE, the Lydians changed everything by creating the world's first standardized, government-backed money. The birth of the first coins with the birth of coinage. Around 650 BCE in Western Anatolia, the Lydians struck the first coins in human history. Small nuggets of electrum, a natural alloy of gold and silver, were stamped with the head of a lion, the royal emblem of the Mermnad dynasty. For the first time, there was money with standardized weight, an official guarantee of value, and portability that made it useful far beyond local markets. This innovation transformed trade forever. The spread of coinage, how a single idea in Lydia radiated across the Mediterranean and reshaped the ancient world. Lydia c. 650 BCE. On the western edge of Anatolia, in the valleys around Sardis, a sandy river called the Pactolus carried grains of a natural gold-silver alloy electrum. Here the Lydians made a leap no society had attempted before. Instead of weighing out metal each time they traded, they pre-measured value, cast it into small blanks, and stamped those blanks with the mark of royal authority. The result was the world's first coin. The earliest electrum staters, c. 650 BCE, are thick, oblong, and deceptively simple, a bold punch on one side, a rough ink use on the other. Many bear a lion's head, the emblem of Lydian kingship, instantly recognizable in any marketplace. This new object changed behaviors overnight. Merchants no longer argued about weights and fineness at every exchange. The king's emblem guaranteed both. Trust could travel. Within a generation, Lydia moved from crude lumps to refined electrum c. 600 BCE. The mint at Sardis learned to control weight and appearance. Designs became clearer. The system broadened to include fractional pieces, trites, third staters, hex, six, even smaller cuts, so daily trade could hum at every price point. Coins filtered into sanctuaries and treasuries. They crossed the Aegean in merchant holds. They paid craftsmen, caravanners, and court retainers. Then came a second revolution under King Croesus c. 560 BCE. Electrum, beautiful but chemically variable, always left room for doubt. Croesus solved it by splitting money into two pure metals, a gold Croeseid about 8 grams and a silver Croeseid about 11 grams, issued at a fixed ratio. For the first time anywhere, a government offered a standardized bimetallic currency. Prices could be expressed, taxes assessed, and large or small payments executed with confidence. From this Lydian core, coinage forked in two great directions, one toward the Greek city-states, the other into the Achaemenid Persian Empire. Ancient Greece c. 600 BCE. Greek communities embraced coinage but adapted it to the polis, the self-governing city. A coin was not only payment, it was a portable identity card, art, religion, and reputation struck in metal. On Oceania, a maritime hub, the earliest famous Greek silver shows a sea turtle. Simple, bold, and unmistakable from arm's length, Oceania's diagrams circulated across island markets and along coastal routes. The message was practical and proud. These are Aeginetan weights, Aeginetan silver, good everywhere sailors go. In Athens, newly expanded operations at the Laurion silver mines unlocked mass minting. Around 510 BCE, the Athenians began issuing the classic owl tetradrachm on the Attic weight standard. One side showed Athena, the other her owl with an olive sprig and the legend Alpha Theta Epsilon. Durable, consistent, and recognizable, owls became the international trade coin of the classical age. They paid thousands of trireme rowers, funded walls and docks, and underwrote the city's building program on the Acropolis. When a merchant in Egypt, Thrace, or Sicily took an Athenian owl, he took it at sight. Trust was built into the type. Corinth, the winged Pegasos leapt across silver staters, paired with Athena on the reverse. Corinth's money followed its amphory of oil and wine to ports throughout the western Mediterranean. Other polis did the same. Bold emblems, reliable standards, and steady fineness. In Greek hands, coins became civic advertising and legal contract at once, proof of who issued them and what they were worth. Persia c. 500 BCE. In 546 BCE, Cyrus the Great conquered Lydia and inherited more than a kingdom. He took over its minting expertise at Sardis. Under Darius I, a generation later, the Achaemenids turned coinage into imperial infrastructure. Two coins define the system. The gold Daric, about the weight of a modern small gold coin, struck in nearly pure gold, bore the image of the great king as an archer, bow drawn, sometimes with a spear, a compact picture of authority and readiness. Silver partner, the Siglos, roughly 5.5 grams, carried the same royal archer and typically an incuse reverse. Together, Daric plus Siglos formed a bimetallic imperial currency that functioned from Anatolia and Egypt across Mesopotamia and into Central Asia. This money paid the satraps and their officials. It supplied garrisons and road stations. It moved tribute and gifts at court. Where local coinages already existed, Persian silver blended with them. Where none existed, Persian money filled the gap. Greek writers later said the Daric was the archer that conquered Greece, a nod to the political power of Persian gold, which could sway cities, subsidize allies, or recruit mercenaries without a battle. In Persia's hands, coinage became the nervous system of a continent-spanning state. Rome c. 300 BC. Italy learned coinage from Greek neighbors in the south, but Rome bent it to Roman purposes. For a time, the city balanced heavy cast bronze with Greek-style silver, then, amid rising military needs in the 3rd century BC, standardized the silver denarius. Compact, dependable, and easy to count, the denarius soon became the workhorse of Roman finance. A laureate head of a deity or, later, of the emperor appeared on the obverse. The reverse carried messages, victories, personifications, building programs that traveled farther and faster than any inscription on stone. The denarius paid legions, bought grain, and settled taxes from Spain to Syria. Over time, Rome added a gold aureus and various bronze denominations, adjusting weights as needs changed, but the denarius remained the backbone of daily life for centuries. Roads, way stations, and harbors knit the network together. Coins were the tickets that made it run. Closing. This is the arc your diagram captures. Lydia invents the coin, solving the problem of measured guaranteed value. Greece turns that invention into civic brand and trade standard, striking symbols that merchants trusted at sight. Persia scales coinage into a continental logistics system, pairing gold for power with silver for pay. Rome then builds a durable monetary engine on top of these lessons, using coins to integrate an empire. For circles, 3 arrows, one expanding idea, that a stamped disc of precious metal could carry trust, law, and identity wherever it went. From market stalls to palace treasuries, from temples to army pay chests, coins changed how people priced goods, kept accounts, waged war, and imagined the state. That is the spread of coinage, from the sands of the Pactolus to the shores of the entire Mediterranean world. Time are being brought back into the public eye through crystal-clear visuals, detailed analysis, and expert insight. Thank you so much for watching, and as always, happy collecting, who this channel is for. Whether you're a seasoned collector, a student of history, a global traveler, or someone curious about the lost empires of the world, this archive is built. DreamTrophy speaks to those who understand that stamps are more than postage, coins are more than metal, and currency notes are more than transactions. These are visual documents of civilization, etched in ink and cast in metal. What sets DreamTrophy apart? Experience. Over 50 years in the field with credentials in appraisal, valuation, preservation, and cataloging. Authenticity. Every item has been vetted, curated, and in many cases preserved by hand. Completeness. No region, no country, no issuing authority is left out. A rarity. You'll discover items here that have never before been captured in 8K video, and in some cases have never appeared on the internet at all. A global journey through money and meaning. From the engraved colonial stamps of Great Britain to the hand-struck silver coins of ancient Africa to the wartime banknotes of South America, each item is a time capsule, a living witness to sovereignty, rebellion, innovation, and collapse. These are the receipts of empire, the inked proclamations of new republics, and the quiet evidence of identity, carried in the pockets of millions, now held in the hands of one. You won't miss a thing. We're documenting every country in the world, no exceptions. As stated earlier, you will not miss a single stamp, coin, or currency from any issuing authority in the world. Through clear images, full-length videos, expert commentary, and professional descriptions, DreamTrophy guarantees comprehensive global coverage, all presented in the most visually immersive and historically respectful way possible. How to support and join the mission. To become part of this legacy, subscribe to the channel and turn on notifications so you never miss a release. Like, comment, and share to help grow a global community of collectors and learners. Donate through the link in the description if you wish to support the preservation of rare historical material. Visit our website at dreamtrophy.net to explore featured collections or make a purchase. This is not just about collecting. This is about uncovering the visual proof of civilization, the systems we built, the borders we fought for, and the revolutions that redefined us. This is about documenting human memory, one artifact at a time. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to hit that bell icon to get notified whenever we upload new content. Remember, for a limited time, subscribers who turn on notifications can receive a 10% discount on all items purchased through our channel. Click the link below to explore our collection and take advantage of this exclusive offer, dreamtrophy.net. If you'd like to support the channel and help us create more videos like this, consider donating. Every bit helps and is truly appreciated. Thank you for watching. If you liked the video, please subscribe, like, and hit that bell icon to stay updated on our latest uploads.